When it comes to the years that I've been on the internet at this point, I would always consider myself a voyeur. I would just sit back, relax, stay in my own bubble, not really form too many opinions on things, and just ultimately mind my business. And I feel like there's a real problem with this new age internet, with a lot of people having parasocial relationships with these content creators, with these celebrities, being overly involved with them. I just find it very weird. Because ultimately, there's a difference between it just being a topic of discussion, you and a friend chop it up about something that popped up in the news or on the feed, you getting an Xbox party, a PlayStation party, Discord party, and you discussing the topic with your friends, or the people who make it their job, so it's just content creators. So ultimately, their goal is to make money from it. But the people that overly involve themselves, dox people, find personal information, look for court documents, just the average Joes that are on Twitter just posting these pictures and this evidence for no apparent reason. I just never understood that. My thought process is, why do you care so much? Because like I said, it doesn't just stop at it being a conversation. You are actually putting in effort to do all this research just to post it for some likes on Twitter, TikTok video. For what? Having such a burning passion, you're writing whole novels about why this person is a terrible person and why you hate them. I don't get it. Two examples that come to mind of recent are the whole thing that's going down between DDG and Halle, and how ultimately they agreed to their terms as far as separation and dropping their domestic violence things. Like I said, for the most part, I feel like it's a nothing burger, but I saw a whole side of the internet that kind of took it and ran with it. I've seen a bunch of people having think pieces about the amount of time that DDG gets to spend with his son.
The temporary custody agreement will commence in phases. So for the first 60 days, DDG will have physical custody of Halo every Wednesday from morning until evening. Okay. And he will also have Halo each month on the second and fourth Saturday. Halle will have Halo all other times. For the next 60 days, DDG will be allowed to have Halo overnight on some days. He will have Halo from Wednesday to Thursday every Saturday. And then for the holiday schedule, Halo will be with DDG on Halloween and Father's Day. Halle will have Halo on Thanksgiving, Christmas Eve, and New Year's Day. They will split time with him on Christmas Day and on his birthday.
It's still sad though, because at the end of the day, Halle is still getting majority of the time with Halo, and DDG is not. He just got granted a couple more days and like 2 holidays, literally Halloween and Father's Day. Like, come on.
Which, in all reality, is pretty reasonable. These are 2 high-profile people. They both have careers. They both have money to make. Seems more reasonable that he would only have the 3 days that he has. In a perfect world, yeah, ideally you would like it to be 50-50, but for those 2 people, that might not be the most realistic ultimately. And it fathens me that this amount of adults that can't see that as a fact is crazy to me. Because even if we were to break it down and just be 2 regular people that got a divorce, for example, and the kids involved, it is very hard for things to be 50-50, 50-50 custody, 50-50 splits, on top of you're asking a lot of 2 people that ultimately have decided they don't like each other and they're going to stick it out or make things work for the kid. It's a lot of ask to make them to do 50-50 everything. Because think about it, you have to stop one person from doing what they're doing to make sure the kid gets to you at least half the time. And again, these are 2 high profile people that are almost always working. It's kind of impossible. Another situation that comes to mind is the whole Hasan thing. And I get Hasan is a very divisive person. A lot of people don't like him. A lot of people do like him. Very polarizing. But the whole fiasco with the dog collar thing.
Erica, Kaya, please just fucking go. Just stop.
The amount of people who were doing research, cropping, doing everything to prove this dude's a liar. It's like, bro, I get it. You don't like him, so you're looking for the next reason to hate him. Why do you care so much? If you don't like somebody, turn off your phone. I never understood parasocialism, people in relationships being obsessed with relationships online, making whole edits about them. I feel like it's always been a little weird, and I feel like it's not really something that's discussed. The amount of obsession people have with celebrities, the amount of obsession they have with their personal lives, the amount of obsession they have with their kids, keeping up with everything they do, it just gets weird. Ultimately, I'm not saying there's anything wrong with liking people or liking what they do or being a fan of them, appreciating their work, but it gets to a level where it's just ultimately just becomes very weird and very invasive, where you're not even a fan, you consider yourself a part of family, and I feel like that's a mental illness, bro. Because at the end of the day, these people don't know you. At the end of the day, if you did meet them, they probably won't remember you. I'm not trying to belittle anybody when I say these things or tear them down, but that's just the reality of what it is. Ultimately, that's my question to people. Why do you care so much? Why are you so involved? Because all in all, there's two sides of the parasocial relationships. There's the positive side, the people who feel like they're family, that involve themselves too much and know too much personally about these people, their favorite color, what scents they use, XYZ, pretty much study this person from A to Z to either try to be like them or to feel like I said they're part of the family and overly obsessed with them or act like they actually know you. And then there's the negative side, the people that do whole FBI research, building RICO cases on people, going into their past, looking up their past history, pulling up old clips, old tweets, old this, just to get them canceled today. There's two levels to it, and ultimately, like I said, why do you care so much? That's always something that's bothered me. I feel like there's so many stresses in life that can occupy someone's attention, but you focusing on something that doesn't involve you always weirded me out about people. Because there's people I like, there's people I see in passing, I like their music, I like their videos. There's content creators I love to watch like Omar, Jamari, Moist Critical, commentary creators that I enjoy watching. Like I said, help me keep me in the internet loop of things, but ultimately it's just to be informed. I don't really form too much of opinion, even if it is a negative scenario. I don't hate anybody. I don't go out of my way to leave comments, type up paragraphs, write books and novels about people and why they're terrible people. If I see somebody that do something awful, all the evidence is right there. I'm like, oh, that guy sucks. And that's where it stops and ends. I don't carry it into my day. And again, I don't go out of my way to bash people. It just doesn't, that just never made sense to me. There's too many stresses in the world, too many things going on in my personal life for me to sit there and write or even invest thinking ability into things that I don't like. Ultimately, like I said before, if you don't like something, don't look at it. If something bothers you, avoid it. Block buttons exist. You can not click on this person. It's like how back in the day people would be the first to click on a video just to dislike it. Like, you have notifications on just to hate somebody. Ultimately, it's just loser behavior, but you know, people are going to do what they do. I feel like they should, you know, the Michael Jordan meme.
Stop it. Get some help.
Go outside, touch some grass, breathe some air, live some life. And maybe these things that you care so much about, all these people you care so much about, won't matter at all. That's my piece.